What's going on, internet? It's the Masked Man here again. And in this video, I want to talk about why I hate alien movies. Now, I recently watched a video by Nostalgia Critic, and he released a video that he re-uploaded an older video he did about Battlefield Earth. And he was talking about, why it's the worst movie ever made, how terrible the movie was, how bad the acting is, how dumb the premise is, how silly the costumes were. And it got me to thinking that how much I hate the alien film genre. The aliens come to Earth, the aliens take over, the human against alien movies. It got me to thinking about how much I hate them. And I don't think there is probably only been one alien movie that I've ever seen that I really enjoyed. Alien invasion movies. Let me be specific. A movie where a creature comes to this planet, or a ship comes to this planet and tries to take over the world. There are just many reasons why I hate that premise, and in 99% of the cases I feel that it's not done well, that it's done very shitty, it's very stupid, it's unbelievable. There's just something in movies, there's something in television, there's something in professional wrestling. There's something called suspension of disbelief, meaning you have to tell a good enough story. It's like, I know that this is a movie, but you shouldn't do things in your movie that make me, say to the audience, hey, this is a movie, this isn't real. The only people who can get away with that is comedy and for the sake of a joke. They make a joke, they call it breaking the fourth wall. Now, I'm not accusing every alien movie for breaking the fourth wall, but it appears that they give no fucks whatsoever about your suspension of disbelief. Again, I got points, of things that I don't like. One thing about aliens is they will come to this earth and they will get into scraps with human beings. They will get into battles with human beings. Why are alien guns less lethal than human guns? When you see one of these aliens that have a weapon, they have some kind of gun, it's always like a slow laser beam. It's like you can watch the laser beam travel. You can just follow it with your eyes. People can dodge the laser beam. If somebody gets hit with a laser, they don't automatically burst into ashes. Sometimes it's not a laser, it's an energy burst, and it just shoots them back, 10, 20 feet, and they survive. If you are an alien race and you have alien technology and you've constructed weapons, your weapons should be more deadly, more powerful than a damn bullet. And the fact that the alien guns, and I'm counting futuristic shows and futuristic movies in as well. Anything futuristic or alien, the weapons should be better than the weapons that we have now. Unless it's specifically intended or stated to not be lethal, not be deadly. It should not be less deadly than a gun. It shouldn't be slower than a bullet. I shouldn't be able to look with my eyes. Nobody should be able to dodge, a shot. In most cases, they speak English. How the fuck does somebody from another planet know the language? I know that it's a plot convenience to not have them speaking, some alien tongue, and there has to be like constant subtitles. I understand that. But shouldn't there be good enough writing in these movies where they, tell you how they're able to catch on to the language, how they're able to learn the language? Maybe they sent probes, undetectable probes to the earth, 30 years before their arrival so that they can study the life forms, study the customs, study the habits, pick up the language. Maybe that would be sufficient, but they never really address how they're able to go back and forth with speaking English, either speaking English exclusively or going back and forth between English and alien bullshit language. The reasons that they come to Earth, they never have good reasons for coming to Earth. They never have good reasons. Now there are some exceptions. The only movie that I believed that had a really good reason for coming to Earth, for an alien coming to Earth, was Predator. Because Predator was not trying to take over the Earth. He was not using sophisticated alien technology. He didn't need anything from the Earth. He was a warrior. And he came to planets looking for a fight. And he put himself, in a position to challenge himself and to go up against Earth's warriors, Earth's, combatants. He didn't need resources. He didn't need minerals. He didn't need nothing. He just wanted to fight. And the reason that his alien race, who clearly would have been capable of taking the Earth over, the reason that they didn't is because that wasn't what his motivation was. His motivation wasn't world domination. If it was, he would have dominated the world, or he would have killed those people much more easily. It wouldn't have been as competitive as it was if he wasn't into competition, if the Predator didn't want competition. When it comes to coming to Earth for resources, anybody who studies sci-fi has to at least be vaguely familiar with science. And I would say that I'm very, very vaguely familiar with science. I got a lot of studying to do on that subject. But there is nothing on planet Earth that is unique to planet Earth besides water and human life. That's about the only thing that the Earth has that we don't know for sure exists in abundance other places. Now, they even say that ice is on Mars. They say that. So if they wanted water, they could get it more easily from Mars. But I guess it would be much easier to take it from Earth. So unless they either want water or they need human beings for a specific purpose, there's no practical reason why an alien race couldn't mine asteroids, couldn't mine other planets. There's no reason why they couldn't find any and everything they need from somewhere else with no resistance at all. You have to come up with a better premise for why the alien race are here and what they need from Earth and why they can't get it from somewhere else. I hate how easily and how quickly the human race can come together. You never see countries disputing. You never see, people, diplomatic treaties. It's usually actually very American centric. It's usually you actually don't see a League of Nations coming together, and the best generals and the best strategic minds and the best scientists. You don't see, people coming together. It's in the way that they should. You don't see the forces, of Earth coming together against that alien foe. First off, how easily all of the people in one country get on the same page. That's bullshit. And how other nations, other people, other races, other governments, other political systems, how they're completely excluded from participation in stopping world domination. I got a problem with that. I feel like that's bullshit. How the aliens look. I hate how they look. Why they look so stupid? If any creature came to Earth and they were biological, they had flesh and blood, they would probably look very similar to human beings. They're not going to look like these weird reptilian, animal type, scaly, transparent, clear. They're not going to look like that. Probably. I mean, possibly. But most planets that are believed to be able to sustain life are the planets that are the most similar to Earth. So they're going to look like something that the Earth would produce if they are still flesh. If they haven't augmented themselves, if they haven't become robots and whatever, if they're still flesh and blood, or if they're still biological creatures, why do they look like how did they get to that state? And in some cases, these creatures are so unusual. They're so strange. They're so foreign in an attempt to be creative, in an attempt to be believable. How am I supposed to believe that they ever made any type of machine, that they ever made any type of tool, that they ever made any type of control mechanism? A dolphin may be smarter than a human. Maybe. They contend, like a lot of people contend and allege that because a dolphin has a bigger brain, that it's as smart as a human. But even if a dolphin had the same level of consciousness and awareness as a human being, it's pretty fucking hard to do something with a fin. It's pretty hard to build some shit with a fin. So how the fuck did that race of aliens manage to create some shit with tentacles? Like, how did they're built like octopus, or they're built like whatever weird shit that you done made up, but you didn't factor in how the hell did they develop all of this technology with that physiology? You got to start with hand tools and work your way forward. If you don't have hands, if you don't have anything to grip anything with, you don't get started. You just eat, fucking die. So I don't understand why that isn't factored into the design. Why are there only one ship? Why is there only one ship? Why? If you're coming to the planet, there should possibly be one ship to scout. And if you're trying to take over, if you need your whole race, one ship to scout. If that ship don't come back, we send 1,000 more. It should be one comes, one gets put down, we send 1,000 more. Or we just start out with 1,000. Again, you could send probes beforehand, undetectable probes, or drones, undetectable drones. You got better technology than anything anybody on Earth would be able to detect. You send drones, you survey the land, you see what's going on, you see if they have what you need. You send out you send, then you come in with your ships and you take over. And now we got to deal with that. Why is that never the case? Why does destroying one ship, one main ship, kill either everything that's attacking us, like all the life forms that came off a ship, or shut down all the other ships in some weird instance where they have more than one ship or more than one vehicle? In a lot of these movies, you can destroy one and everything else will die. Like you killed the queen bee in a beehive. That's dumb. That's dumb. No alien race would link every life form to one thing. So the fact that you can destroy their ride somehow kills them is dumb as fuck. It's stupid. And lastly, my last point is, it's very hard to believe that the human race would be able to beat something that came from as far away as any living creature would have to come to get to Earth. It's hard to believe that we'd be able to defeat anything like that, because they have to have amazing technology, possibly something that can create wormholes or bend space-time, or just some crazy technology, move faster than the speed of light, just some ridiculous shit. There's really nothing that can get to us unless they can violate the laws of physics as we know them. So the human race putting up a fight by itself against something that's an aggressor, against something that's seeking to take us over, an alien from another planet, from another galaxy, seeking to destroy us, is absurd. So what I hate is they never take a alternate alien race, another alien race, to come in and defend us or equip us to fight the other aliens. Like maybe a neutral alien comes in and there's like a council, there's like a whole political system. In our solar system, we're the only life that we know of. But in other solar systems, there are many life forms and they are aware of each other, and they stay on planets like we have our countries. And in order to keep the peace, they cannot get involved in our war, but they can prepare us to fight the war that's coming to us. They don't want to see us defenseless and see us get wiped out. They've seen that too many times. They have the technology to defend us, but they can't fight them. So they are just going to drop off the weapons. They're going to drop off some defensive strategies. Maybe they make humans superhuman strong. They give us technology, teach us how to use it, give us some advanced, military strategy. And then they go about their business and we got a fighting chance. I'm mad that storyline is not, I don't think I've ever seen it used, and how it's not used all the fucking time, to get me to buy in and to get me to believe in what's going on. But that's pretty much it. Now, this is not to say that all alien movies are terrible. I'm not trying to say that. I just hate them. I hate them, and I hate ghost movies. I hate them because you put people in a situation that they absolutely positively should not be able to win, and you don't get me to believe that they would have actually won in the situation that you put them in. Now, there are alien movies that I thought were pretty good. Like I said, Predator was good. I really like Edge of Tomorrow because those creatures weren't necessarily smart. They were kind of just parasites that just fed off of they weren't like anything smart. I still don't understand how they got to Earth in the first place. But for what it was, I felt that it was a believable thing. I bought into the premise. So not all alien movies are terrible. You just have to get me to believe in the scenario. Get me to believe in the world. Get me to believe that humanity actually has a chance. And you have to deal with the ridiculousness and the absurdity of humanity being able to defend itself against a threat of that magnitude. Anyway, that's all I had to say. I just wanted to talk about, some entertainment shit. I've kind of been off that for a while, and I just wanted to get back in it. I haven't seen any new movies lately, but I still watch movie reviews, and Nostalgia Critic got me thinking about it. So let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments. Rate the video, like it, dislike it, be honest. Subscribe to my channel. If there's anything you want me to talk about or any story that you've heard that you would like me to discuss, you can send me an email at themrmassman@gmail.com. You can also find my videos on Daily Motion at the Mr. Massman, and you can find me on Facebook and Twitter at the Mr. Massman. Thank you for watching. That is all I have to say about this subject, and I will see you in the next video.